walk us through them piece by piece. Give us the Ninja Man moments, the Shabba Rank moments, the Beanie moments, the Bounty moments.
All right, so at one point we're Ninja Man's band because when things got bad with Paul and Rhythm Kings, we were smack in the middle of it. There's a point where the guys in Rhythm Kings were like physically stepping to us. So we're gonna fuck you kids up. What the fuck you doing? Kind of thing. Louise Fraser Bennett. She's loyal to Paul. She's like, wherever Paul is, I am. And if Paul says these guys are good, these guys are good. And Ninja Man and Louise Fraser had that kind of relationship, that kind of thing. I think she was managing them. She's like the sound system operator kind of thing. President of sound system operation, whatever thing. And so, but by default, we got Ninja Man's work. And we started to do a lot of shows with Ninja Man. And, you know, binary opposites play out hard in dancehall. So it's Shabba, Ninja, Bounty, Beanie, Cartel, Movado. So there came points where we were going to have to play for both artists. And there's a long-standing rivalry with Shabba and Ninja. There are many different tiers to it. But when Specialist and Mabsy started to manage Shabba, there were critical shows that were coming up because Specialist is just a guru, it's a god, man. Yeah, man. So all these shows that were happening and all these shows that were garnering the international attention was critical that Shabba performed well. Ninja wasn't signed to anybody. And it was so critical that they were saying if these guys play for Ninja good and not for Shabba good, well, fuck them up. We didn't know this at the time. We just love music and we have played music. And that's what Paul said. Play the music, a musical play. Not really play people, we don't get involved in the politics. So if you're gonna play for this person, you're gonna play the best for that person and for that person. It don't matter their status or whatever. So when we played for Shabba and Ninja and Shabba, you know, Shabba take the show then. They're like, whoa, these kids are really good and they're really honest. And they even confessed to say, yo, we had time when if they didn't ever play a ranky with kill, you know. And so we're like, yeah, really? But that was that. And I think that was the first real instance of the purity and honesty of what Ruff Kutt does. We just play music. And Shabba Ranks, rest is history, Sony did a show in Miami, and 2 gold records later, all of that stuff. That's that. We're trying to get this as concise as possible, right? So don't kill it.
How about this then? With Shabba, when was the first time you actually went into the studio with Shabba now? Because I know you did the live stuff. When did you go into a studio with him now?
Oh, wow. That's a hard one to remember one. For years, I was never physically in the studio with Shabba. Like, he wasn't there. Like, there. We've been making a rhythm, like Specialists that make a rhythm, or we did it with Stelia Mentor and play 2 phrases and thing, and then lo and behold, Shabba is on the rhythm. So it was way down before we started to like actually see Shabba in the studio. Like the first time I remember Shabba was in the studio was when we were doing Mr. Loverman with Chevelle, because the Broche Glasgow did that record originally, and she died. So they had Mikey Bennett had to recut the vocals, and Soji was mixing the record, and as they're all night, And as he mixed the record, he says, I want a phrase here. You see, Segrisha Hamilton, Solji, that's our next man where. Solji is a man where made me understand sound and sound in relation to where I am and how it must function. So we do like a sound check. This is just a side. We do like a sound check and we ready and the man I go for food. I must say, Staff, you can't go stay. And I'll be around the keyboards and he says, so in the second verse of Bad Man and Wicked in a Bed, what do you play there? And I have to sit and think about it and mind and say, okay. And it says, that sound is too loud. Go into the keyboard and turn it down. And go into the pages and I want you to take off some low end. I want to do a high pass filter. And that I'm like, huh? I'm like, yeah, man, go in at the thing and look and tell me what you see. And he be on the microphone way out in the front. And I'm saying, yeah, man. All right, save that. What you save? Listen, when I play a keyboard, man, figure out how you save the thing, brother. Yeah. And that's why my catalog of sounds are so special. And it's hard for me to deviate from them because they've stood every test of time. So yeah, I'm in the studio with Soji mixing the record. Mikey Bennett is there. Shabba voicing, Shabba posture. I'm like, yeah, well, going with that, kind of thing. And that's how we really started to make records and be a part of records, being a musician, to getting your credits, to being an actual songwriter. Because remember, I never had any intention of being a songwriter. I never had any yeah. Yeah. That's just functionality. I'd never, no intention of being a record producer. I just wanted to play live in a performing band, not a backing band. I wanted to be the next Third World. I wanted to be the next Chalice. I wanted to be the next Aswad. And that's how Ruff Kutt was. We had our lead singer, we had all of that stuff. But because of the demand and the supply and what is required and how we should function, that's how Ruff Kutt became a backing band. And that's why I tell the younger generation and these kids that are into music, you have to tailor what you're doing to the marketplace. Because the marketplace that we were at dictated the changes that we made as a band. So I became a songwriter because that's what the marketplace required. I became a producer and an arranger because that was required of me at the time. And I put down the showman thing. We were opening up for Shabba Ranks on stage, Prince Midas, and we would do like a nice 15-minute set and wreck the place. And then them say introducing Shabba Ranks, and when you went to a Shabba Ranks concert, you were like, damn. People come backstage, aren't you guys signed? You guys should do your own record because we're that good. But very soon, as Shabba's career skyrocketed in record time, we got to perform less. We're doing like 3 songs at a private Michael Jackson party. And we're at Glam Sam with Prince.
What?
And Prince, and yeah. And we're doing 2 nights there. And Prince is at both nights and he's watching us. And in passing, says, you're really good. And I'm like, the boss said we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Prince Midas, I see you. I told Johnny Gill about you because we're that good, but we just got immersed into it. So as a backing band, as a producer, as a songwriter, it's because of what the market required.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.